This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, a Russian adventurer's latest round-the-world odyssey is set to begin in Dunedin. After 8 years and plenty of hard slog, work's finally started on the Queensland Coast Guard's new home. And a Dunedin man got a bigger offer than he expected when he tries to sell a rug online. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. A Russian adventurer's latest round-the-world odyssey is set to begin in Dunedin. Explorer and Orthodox priest Fyodor Konyakov is in the city preparing for his world record attempt to row the Southern Ocean and then round the world.
Adventurer, explorer and Orthodox priest, Russian Fyodor Konyakov preparing to tackle the Southern Ocean from his base in Dunedin. His vessel is this 9-metre-long British-built ocean rowing boat called Acros. Speaking through an interpreter, he says he has everything he needs.
Well, you know, the boat is fully equipped for the project, obviously, starting from food, which is from New Zealand, the Radix company, and all the proper gear and navigation, communication equipment, and basically everything we need for the project.
The 66-year-old's also an environmentalist, author and artist. He's already circumnavigated the world 4 times, crossed the Atlantic 15 times and climbed Everest twice. For his latest adventure, he's got an added comfort in his boat.
There is a very interesting feature inside, a heating cabin. The company that built the boat, Running Adventure, they created a special system where you can basically heat up the floor, and if you have enough power from the wind generator and solar panels, they can just warm up the cabin before you go to sleep.
To date, no successful rowboat attempt has been made to cross the Southern Ocean and round Cape Horn, and while leaving from Dunedin is a direct and comfortable route, he will face challenging conditions.
The icebergs, strong winds and the cold.
The first of 3 legs of the round-the-world rowing trip's expected to take about 120 days. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Flooding has closed a West Coast highway as a prolonged spell of heavy rain hits much of the country. Civil defence have been activated in Queensland as heavy rain hammers the area, and the Mountain Safety Council is urging people to cancel South Island backcountry trips. There's surface water across the road between Fox Glacier and Haas further south on the same highway, and motorists are urged to drive to the conditions.
Well folks, I'm on the Hokitika Bridge at the present time. That's a camper van over there, parked on the island. The water's now up to the door handles, so going pretty well.
A slip has diverted a creek across State Highway 6 between Franz Joseph and Hurry Hurry, closing the road. The rain is expected to spread slowly east over the South Island today, with a cooler southerly change behind it that could bring snow to some places. Met Service says Hokitika copped more than 800 lightning strikes in a 20-minute period this morning. Meanwhile, a party of Otago Boys High School pupils are marooned in a hut in Mount Aspiring National Park after heavy rains rendered a creek impassable. Deputy Rector Mark Hooper says a group of about 25 Year 9 pupils were scheduled to return today, but the creek rose rapidly and became too high to cross. He says all parents have been informed and there's ample food in the hut in the Matukituki Valley. It was hoped the party would be able to walk out tomorrow to a waiting bus. After 8 years, hundreds of thousands of dollars and plenty of hard slog, works finally started on Queensland Coast Guard's new home. The team of volunteers is set to shift from their current base in a storage shed at Frankton Marina to a purpose-built facility early next year.
The beginning of a new era for Queenstown Coast Guard. Work has finally begun on a new site after they were granted consent back in 2012 to lease a vacant space next to their current home at Frankton Marina.
It's been a long time in the coming. We've had to dig down to lake level to replace dodgy soil that's in there basically, so we don't slip into the lake over the next few years if there's an earthquake.
The project's been downsized after years of struggling to hit fundraising targets. About $400,000 is expected to be spent, down from the $600,000 to $700,000 originally planned.
As we got down, we had some geotech reports, and we've ended up digging about another 200 cube out and another 200 cube in, which is a bit more than we expected, so going to cost us a bit more than we initially thought with our budget.
The new building will boost the Coast Guard's ability to offer education programs, and they're still in talks with the council and other community groups to tee up more funding.
Looking to be finished in February at this stage, if all going well, if this groundwork goes good, and we'll be hopefully flying a flag about then.
They're still keen for any donations, and once they're in the new, larger building, new volunteers as well. In Queenstown, the South today.
A 14-year-old Invercargill pupil has been remanded in custody after allegedly stabbing another pupil in Invercargill on Tuesday. Detective Sergeant Sean Kens says a male pupil was stabbed in the neck with a pair of scissors. The alleged offender appeared in the Invercargill Youth Court yesterday, charged with wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm. The victim was discharged from Southland Hospital yesterday. The school principal has confirmed the school has launched an internal inquiry and was cooperating with police. A Dunedin man who hoped to make a bit of money by selling a carpet rug recently on an online auction website got a bit more than he bargained for. A desperate house buyer used the rug as an excuse to get into the house before offering a substantial sum for the whole property.
An old carpet rug for sale, attracting unwanted attention. Dunedin man Benjamin James Liano listed this rug on an online auction, mentioning part of the reason for the sale was his family considering selling their house. When a potential buyer and his daughter arrived to look at the $30 rug, they were far more interested in the whole property.
They came, looked at the rug but didn't really look at the rug. Was kind of interested in various things around the house.
Not long after leaving the house, the father and daughter reappeared in a park next to the property, peering over the fence.
Then Dad started climbing the tree to take some photos of the backyard and various places around, houses around the place. And then I saw Dad and a couple of adults walking down one of the alleyways and then coming back, and meanwhile the daughter's still swinging on the swing. And I thought, oh, this is bizarre, and then I thought perhaps he was trying to case the place out.
Eventually a text was sent with a $680,000 offer on the house.
A text arrived and said, "Hello, Mr. Ben, I would like to make an offer on your house," and that's kind of where it was, and I said, with or without the rug.
He says the story reflects the current property market and no harm was done. But there are people in more vulnerable positions who could be taken advantage of. The offer on the house was turned down, but the rug is still for sale. In Dunedin, for the South Today.
Still to come on the South Today, Alexandra brings out the bright colours for its annual Rainbow Run, and nurses in Queenstown are recognised for their hard work.
Come along to the wonderful garden evening at Mitre 10 Mega and let me help you get it done right.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Spring is here and it's time to get in the garden. Ready Lawn will take care of your lawn needs, making lawn care a snap. They will install the perfect lawn while you plant your favourite flowers and vegetables. Call Ready Lawn today so you can enjoy the coming season.
It's always really satisfying when a customer comes back after doing a purchase of outdoor furniture and knowing that we've got it done right.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489 2274.
Step into Ross Cafe, located at Ross Home in North East Valley. We have a great range of hot and cold food, friendly service and a warm atmosphere that you are sure to enjoy. We look forward to serving you soon at Ross Cafe.
It's that time of year. It's time to get into the garden and it's time to get your weed eater. Down here at the Power Garden Department at Andersons Bay Road, this year it's all about the cordless weed eater. Come down and see us at Mitre 10 Mega and we'll help you get it done right.
At Green Island Medical Centre, we are committed in caring for our future and present generations. We know as a young person, coming to the doctors can be quite daunting. Our highly skilled doctors and nurses will make your experience one where you will leave with a smile. Your health is very important to us.
Petrol prices getting you down? Keep the smile on your dial with an e-bike grin from Electrify NZ on Cumberland Street. For an average $2,000 savings per year, why wouldn't you? Book a test ride today.
Welcome back. The colour of fun was bright and cheerful for the recent Alexandra Rainbow Run. More than 200 people chose to be pelted with colourful powder as they ran the 5-kilometre course.
Sport Otago's annual Rainbow Run returned for another colourful day in Alexandra. About 230 people enjoyed the 5-kilometre run, braving the coloured powder checkpoints to become human rainbows. The event raised about $1,000 for Sporting Chance, the program run by Sport Otago that provides financial assistance for children to take part in sport. Simon Henderson for the South Today.
They are often the first people you see when you're crook or in need of a hospital visit. And now Queenstown nurses have been recognised for their hard work. The nursing team at Lakes District Hospital's been named Team of the Year in the Southern DHB's Staff Excellence Awards.
The frontline staff at Lakes District Hospital, the nurses have been named Team of the Year in the Southern District Health Board's Staff Excellence Awards.
Our nurses were nominated for Team of the Year and they duly won that, so we're very proud of them. They do an amazing job.
Holmes says the 41-strong team of nurses are multi-skilled and often taken for granted.
Every day is different, very varied workplace, and different things coming through the door at any time really.
And there have been a few changes in recent years with Queenstown's growth bringing more people through the hospital doors.
They're highly skilled nurses, a lot of them have done postgraduate study, they work extremely well within the medical team and they also work independently and autonomously and they're just absolutely fabulous people.
The nomination page for the award says Queenstown patients benefit greatly from the nurses' positive attitude, their caring and their willingness to work with the patients' expectations. In Queenstown, the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, Greymouth Harbour is about to get dredged with a little help from its neighbours, and we see what the weather has in store for us tomorrow, so stay with us.
Every Kiwi deserves a reliable garage door. Rely on Garrador to protect your important stuff. Just like Darren, his Garrador keeps his favourite ride in mint condition. We have a huge range at affordable prices. Visit our website for a free consultation. We stand behind every door.
helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Active interior design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
Come along to the wonderful garden evening at Mitre 10 Mega and let me help you get it done right.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Step into Ross Cafe, located at Ross Home in North East Valley. We have a great range of hot and cold food, friendly service and a warm atmosphere that you are sure to enjoy. We look forward to serving you soon at Ross Cafe.
Hello, it's Jeremy down here at Mitre 10 Mega in Andersons Bay. We've got 35 different lawnmowers down in our power garden department. We've got ride-on mowers, petrol mowers, battery operated mowers, push mowers. Did you know we've even got a robot, a little robot lawnmower that pops out during the day when you're at work or play. It'll pop out and mow your lawn. So come down and see me, Jeremy, down in the power garden department at Mitre 10 Mega in Andersons Bay Road, where we'll help you get it done right first time.
Petrol prices getting you down? Keep the smile on your dial with an e-bike grin from Electrify NZ on Cumberland Street. For an average $2,000 savings per year, why wouldn't you? Book a test ride today.
At Green Island Medical Centre, we are committed in caring for our future and present generations. We know as a young person, coming to the doctors can be quite daunting. Our highly skilled doctors and nurses will make your experience one where you will leave with a smile. Your health is very important to us.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
I just like it. It's something that you can see the fruits of your own labour. You put it right now, you don't have as much to do at Christmas. You come see me, Derek, in the garden department, and then we get it done right.
Thanks for staying with us. A pricey but much needed dredging of Greymouth Harbour is about to get underway with the help of a dredge supplied by neighbouring Westport. The government and local body funded dredging project is estimated to end up costing just under $1 million.
Making its way into the port of Greymouth, a dredge on loan from Westport arriving to begin the long overdue dredging of the fishing port.
Yeah, so this is the Kawatiri, the Westport dredge. He's come down here to dredge the lagoon here at Greymouth.
The Grey District Council's engaged the dredge to urgently clear the port's lagoon to a 4-metre depth as silt build-up has been restricting shipping. But the project doesn't come cheap, with a $750,000 government grant from the Provincial Growth Fund, plus an additional shortfall to be covered by the local council.
We expect it to be here for about 2.5 months, and hopefully the weather's good and she can dredge the whole time.
Buller Port won the contract to clear what's estimated to be 75,000 cubic metres of silt and sludge and dump it out to sea. This will be the first time in nearly a decade the Greymouth port's been properly dredged after years of failed attempts by a small second-hand dredge purchased from Tasmania. Meanwhile, an additional joint $125,000 feasibility study for upgrading both Westport and Greymouth ports is also underway. In Greymouth, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. A Russian adventurer's latest round-the-world odyssey is set to begin in Dunedin and is due to take him into very dangerous waters. After 8 years and plenty of hard slog, works finally started on Queensland Coast Guard's new home, which they hope to move into early next year. And a Dunedin man got a bigger offer than he expected when he tries to sell a rug online, when a prospective buyer offered to buy his house. And now look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome back, Stuart. What have you got for us in tomorrow's ODT?
Well, lots of good stories in the ODT tomorrow, of course. Organisers of a charity boxing match planned for Dunedin. They say it is still going ahead despite the issues that have been surrounding those events in recent times. So the tragedy in Christchurch, of course. New houses will be banned or made more difficult to build in the most flood-prone parts of Dunedin under the new 2GP requirements. So there's a warning there. However, heritage advocates say the 2GP plan is a big step in the right direction. So those people are happy with provisions there.
That will make interesting reading.
Indeed it will. Maori academic staff boosting the numbers there at the University of Otago is something that will be treated with some urgency. We also have a story of an Invercargill man who has been stung with a bill for more than $8,000 for selling cars as an unlicensed dealer. Now, officials say it's all part of a growing problem, so nipping it in the bud. Fonterra has failed to deliver meaningful returns to its farmer shareholders since its inception 17 years ago, according to a shareholder council report. Sport, big lift out of sport tomorrow, lots of rugby action. The All Black team will of course be named to play England, and sports editor Steve Hepburn gives a little outlook on that match and also the reasons why we just can't lose to England.
Yeah, we can't lose.
We just can't lose.
We just can't lose.
We just don't want to.
No, not at all. And you can catch all of that in tomorrow's ODT. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Tonight's southern view is of rain testing the guttering of the railway station. Looking at the situation, tonight's rain will move slowly away tomorrow, with finer weather arriving in the far south, but not making it to Otago until later in the day. Starting off at the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth and Westport can expect steady rain and a high of 13 degrees with winds from the south. Across to the northeast, Nelson is very wet, with a high of 18 degrees and Blenheim also rainy and also 18. And to Canterbury, a rainy day for Kaikoura with a high of 14. Christchurch is also due to be rainy but will only reach 10 degrees, and Ashburton also wet with a high of just 9. Looking at the southern towns, Catlins, Balclutha, Gore and Lumsden are in for light winds, becoming fine and a high of 13 degrees for all of you. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes area, expect light southeasterlies. Showers will clear, looking at highs of 8 in Wanaka and Alexandra, 7 in Queenstown, and Tiana is the pick of the bunch on 13. Looking at the northern towns where light easterlies and rain is forecast for all of you. Timaru and Oamaru will reach 11, while Amarama and Twizel will reach a high of just 8 degrees. And in Dunedin, rain tonight with light southwesterlies with an overnight low of 9. Cloudy and cold with more rain for most of tomorrow, light east to southeast winds, a high of 10 and a low of 7. A few light showers are possible at times on Saturday, but it should be mostly dry with a mix of sunny periods and some cloud, looking at a high of 11 and a low of 6 degrees. And in Invercargill, showers clearing tonight with cold southwesterlies decreasing, with an overnight low of 8. Fine tomorrow, but temperatures remain cool with light variable winds. Still some sunny periods though, a high of 14 and a low of 5. Sunny periods and scattered cloud on Saturday with moderate westerlies and pleasant temperatures, looking at a high of 14 degrees and a low of 6. That wraps up our news for this Thursday. For the latest news from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz, channel39.co.nz, and follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.